The cinematic portrayal of Doomsday, particularly the stark contrast between his animated iterations and the DCU version, serves as a fascinating case study for dissecting contemporary Hollywood trends. Beyond the surface of special effects and superhero clashes, a deeper examination reveals a complex web of potential agendas shaping the narratives we consume. Comic book Doomsday is simply empty rage, a relentless engine of chaos, and it echoes the modern fear that existence itself is a meaningless fight. More on that at the end of the video, but first, your good old morbidly obese duck is waddling into your screens again, ready to unleash a surge of truth. They spent millions on this Doomsday, right? Well, looks like a rejected mascot for a radioactive waste disposal company. I guess another symptom of the decline of civilization. This radioactive mascot is so bad, it's a crime against comics. No gatekeeping here, folks. Animated versions, they're the goddamn legends. DCEU, on the other hand, one finds it difficult to reconcile such disorder. It's like a poorly arranged marriage of spectacle and story. Perhaps silent films is their forte. Picture this, some poor schmuck at LexCorp is told to dig deep, and what do they find? Not treasure, not oil, but a pissed off alien in a spaceship. Naturally, they poke it with a stick. Out comes Doomsday, ready to turn Metropolis into a fine paste. 2007's Superman Doomsday is a masterclass in how to kill Superman and make it hurt. Atomic drop, Lois's tears. It's a tragedy worthy of Shakespeare. If Shakespeare wrote about spiky aliens, then 2018's The Death of Superman arrives. A meteor crash, out comes a big-ass juggernaut, kicking the living shit out of the Justice League. Now this one was quite close to the comics Doomsday version. I mean, he was unstoppable. He was like kicking ass here and there, one by one. You get Batman, Wonder Woman, the Green Lantern, the Martian Manhunter. Well, they all got f***ed in the ass. Then finally, Superman arrives and immediately finds out that this ain't no fucking joke, and he gets his ass whooped hard by Doomsday. But eventually, Superman snaps Doomsday's neck, but kicks the bucket. Sort of poetic, like a Greek tragedy. But they understood the assignment, unlike, well, you know who. Now let's talk about the DCEU's Batman vs. Superman. Lex Luthor, or as I would like to call him, Bald Zuckerberg, has a brilliant idea. Let's take Zod's corpse, throw in some DNA and see what happens, because that's how science works. He throws some DNA into a Kryptonian blender, hits frappe, and out pops his glowing spiky thing. It's like he ordered Doomsday from Wish. Now this monster lacks the rage of the comics. Lex's pet isn't a plot point, it's a plot fart. Then comes the Trinity fight. Well, to accurately describe it, I think it was like watching a choreographed nap. Doomsday then stabs Superman. Then comes the Martha Sobfest, and Superman dies. Fans are like, what the f*** is this? This is not Doomsday. Well, you're right, because it's Hollywood's dick pic to comic fans. Now imagine you're at an art exhibit. On one side, you've got a masterpiece, Doomsday, rendered in his all-gray spiky glory. He's a 90s killing machine, ready to tear down cities. On the other side, a glowing, spiky, deformed piece of shit. It's like they found a leftover prop from the laser tag arena and called it Doomsday. Now the fights in the animated world, they're f***ing awesome. Superman and Doomsday are throwing down like it's the end of the world. Superman is fighting for his fucking life. DCU, it's like watching a fucking pillow fight. You know what I'm talking about, right? The animated versions, they didn't just win. They nuked the competition. It's not even close. Alright, folks, it's time for the Duck Doctrine on the DCEU. You know, the cinematic universe that's less of a universe and more of cosmic level cluster. They want to be the MCU so bad, but they're like that kid who copies your homework and still gets an F. Doomsday is just the tip of the iceberg. My apologies. I meant a turd sitting on top of an iceberg made of turd. First off, Superman kills, Batman kills. What the f is this? A death metal opera? Superman doesn't kill. That's his whole goddamn thing. It's like making Santa Claus a serial arsonist. And Batman? He's supposed to be dark, yeah, but not a goddamn mass killer. He's a detective, not fucking Rambo. Then there's the villains, Doomsday, Steppenwolf. Who the fuck remembers them? They're like that stale popcorn you find under the seat after the movie's over. And then you have Lex Luthor and Joker. One's a Zuckerberg wannabe, the other one's... I think Jared Leto just said, hey, I want to be Marilyn Manson. What the fuck, let's do this. They're so forgettable that they make the villains from Howard the Duck look like goddamn Oscar winners. Hollywood thinks they can deconstruct Doomsday, turning him from a comic titan into a CGI Frankenstein, like they're remixing a legend but forgot the beat. Fans, on the other hand, wanted the real deal, but DCEU said, no. Fuck you. The animated versions kept it real, serving fans a full-course meal, while the DCEU gave us stale crumbs. This corporate suits turned Doomsday to a cash cow, rushing their universe with the vision of a blindfold intern. The animated version had heart, it had soul, but DCEU's a soulless franchise factory. And that Martha scene, I'm sorry, Superman crying like a drama queen, it is a masculinity twist, but it flops harder than your uncle's karaoke night. I don't think Hollywood can ever fix this fucking mess. Let's hope with the new Superman, well, let's hope. Anyways, this was a review made by the Morbidly Obese Duck, and I'm just gonna waddle away now. Quack!